Hey, future real estate moguls. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Naeem, and today we're diving into one of the most important aspects of real estate investing that doesn't get enough attention: repairs and improvements. Now, I know what you're thinking. Repairs? That sounds like a nightmare. But trust me, understanding the ins and outs of repairs and renovations is absolutely crucial if you want to make a profit in real estate without getting stuck in an endless money pit. So, whether you're just starting out with your first fixer-upper, or you're looking to refine your skills and get your properties ready to flip or rent out, this video is for you. We're going from beginner to pro, covering everything from assessing the repairs you need to making the most cost-effective improvements, to knowing when to call in the pros. Let's face it, if you're going to be a real estate investor, you're going to have to deal with some repairs. But here's the thing, you can control that process, and I'm going to show you how. So let's jump right in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who's looking to master real estate repairs and improvements. All right, let's do this. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the difference between repairs and improvements, because these terms get thrown around a lot in real estate, but they aren't quite the same. A repair is when you fix something that's broken or damaged. For example, if the roof is leaking or the plumbing is busted, that's a repair. You're just fixing something to restore it to its original condition. On the other hand, an improvement is when you upgrade or add something to the property that increases its value or appeal. So if you add new countertops, update the kitchen, or install energy-efficient windows, that's an improvement. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, but what about that ugly wall that needs to go? Is that a repair or an improvement? Well, if it's falling apart, that's a repair. But if it's just, well, ugly, that's an improvement. So no, you can't just call it a repair because you don't like the wallpaper. Understanding the difference is important because repairs are typically necessary and have to be done before you can rent or sell the property, while improvements are what boost your return on investment. And the best part? Knowing when and where to focus on each of them can make you a smarter and more efficient investor. Now that we know the difference, let's talk about how to assess what needs to be repaired or improved in a property. Whether you're buying a new rental or flipping a house, this is where you'll want to get your hands dirty. But don't worry, I'll guide you. Step 1. Walk the property with a critical eye. Pretend you're not just there as an investor, but as a potential tenant or buyer. Look at everything: floors, walls, ceilings, plumbing, electric systems, and even the exterior of the house. Basically, imagine you're a super picky buyer. You know, the one who notices the smallest cracks in the ceiling, the chipped paint on the door, and the slightly crooked light fixture. Yeah, be that person, because that's who's going to notice these things when you're ready to sell or rent. Step 2. Prioritize. After walking through, break your list into must-do repairs and nice-to-have improvements. The must-dos are the things that could be a deal-breaker, like electrical issues, plumbing leaks, or safety hazards. These are your emergency fixes. If you don't fix these, your tenants might be in danger, or the property might not even pass an inspection. The nice-to-haves are things like upgraded flooring, better lighting, or a new kitchen backsplash. These are the things that increase your property value, but aren't essential for getting the property habitable. Step 3. Estimate the cost. This is where the fun begins. How much is this going to cost you? Grab your calculator or your favorite budgeting app and start estimating. If you're doing repairs yourself, you'll save a ton of money, but for more complex things, you might need to call in a contractor. Alright, so we've got the list of repairs and improvements, but the next big question is, should you do the repairs yourself, or should you hire a professional? This is where you really start to think about your skill set and your time. Listen, I'm all for a good DIY project. I mean, who doesn't love the feeling of fixing something yourself, right? But here's the thing. There are some jobs that are just not worth doing yourself, like electrical work or anything involving gas lines. That's where I draw the line. So let's break it down. If you have the time, skills, and tools, you can handle things like painting, cleaning, and minor cosmetic upgrades yourself. Simple repairs like replacing a faucet or fixing a leaky pipe are also manageable if you're handy. But for anything that involves structural work, major plumbing or electrical, it's better to hire a licensed contractor. Trust me, you don't want to mess around with electrical wiring or risk flooding the entire property because you didn't seal a pipe properly. And let's be honest, you probably don't want to spend 6 hours watching YouTube tutorials on how to fix a leaky roof, only to realize you've just made the situation worse. Pro tip, always get multiple quotes from contractors. Don't settle for the first price you're given. And of course, check the contractor's credentials. You want someone who's licensed, insured, and has a good reputation. Now let's talk about the fun part. Improvements. These are the things that make your property look appealing and can significantly increase your return on investment. The right improvements can raise rents or get you a higher sale price. First, let's talk about curb appeal. The outside of the property is the first thing people see, and it sets the tone. Landscaping doesn't have to be expensive, but a well-maintained lawn, some fresh mulch, and a few plants can make a huge difference. Also, don't forget the front door. I'm not saying you need to get a golden doorknob, but a fresh coat of paint on the front door goes a long way in making a great first impression. Next, consider kitchen and bathroom upgrades. These are the rooms that people really care about. You don't need to go full-on luxury, but replacing old countertops with something more modern, swapping out dated fixtures, or putting in a new backsplash can give the space a fresh, updated look. And let's not forget energy-efficient upgrades. Things like LED lighting, new insulation, or smart thermostats are not only attractive to renters or buyers, but they can also save you money in the long run. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about repairs and improvements to make your real estate investments more profitable. Remember, whether you're flipping houses or renting out properties, taking care of repairs and making smart improvements is key to maximizing your returns. Now go out there and start making those properties shine, because you know what they say, a little bit of elbow grease goes a long way in real estate. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow investor who's looking to level up their game. And drop a comment below with your own repair or improvement tips. I'd love to hear about your projects. Thanks for watching. And as always, keep investing wisely and keep building that real estate empire.